Alright, welcome everybody to Monte Rico Gaming. This is Monte here. We're playing in the Monte, and if that's not enough Monte for you, this plane right here, it's the Douglas. This is the Douglas DC, and it is heading to our brand new airport, and you can see in our background one of our other little planes heading out to Monte HQ. Now, coming up on your left, unless you're in the plane on your right, you can see a brand new airport in the background. I don't know if you guys spotted it, but that's Lafayette. So we have a brand new airport coming down off that fuel line because it was making so much money. All these new industries, all these companies, they want to go spread the good word of fuel. So I built them a little transit line. We'll take a closer look soon enough. But that's right, Ontario and Lafayette has a combined little airport there. We'll call it international. It's going from Canada to, where is this plane going, you might be asking? Well, the line's called the Gambler, if that gives you guys any type of hint. But let's drop in here. I shouldn't have unclicked on that. Let's take a first-person mode. We're going to spend a little bit of time checking out what's happened. It's been like 3 or 4 years I've been playing. I did a few little additions, as you can see, but I have so much to show off that if I would have built it all, that would have been a 40-minute episode on its own. And I'm not all about making episodes for episodes. I'm about making episodes because they mean something. They do something. So this was actually not a take off and leave from Ontario. We were actually doing a fly around because of our Monte HQ airplane. So we've done our circle around. We're heading on in to the Ontario airport. Let's hit this from a nice external view here. Watch this landing on the larger plane. And I just saw on an update yesterday, they're still working on positions on landing, working on sounds, working on all kinds of things. Like some of the larger airplanes, I don't know if we'll see it here. Some of the larger airplanes were butting into some of these terminals, like their little nose was jumping in a little bit too far. But the money is deceptive. I've spent it all. We're going to have, my guess, by the end of the episode, if I don't go spending crazy, at least 20 million. That's big numbers. We probably won't have that because I'll spend money. But here we have our M300s. These guys are awesome. They are self-propelled transporting vehicles. And I've got 2 of them. One of them might even have some passenger lines. But this guy's going to... Ooh, he usually cuts across here, across this oil line. But what you're seeing now is there's a signal. The signals are definitely smarter than they used to be. I mean, I could work out the signals with blocking and stuff before, but Transport Fever, it's causing me to question myself, because now, it used to be in Train Fever, at least from what I remember, is we had blocking. Like a station would create like a block. So if a train, let's say we had 3 stations, and then we only had 1 siding between like the first A and B station. Now, I figured that station counts as like a block, so if there's like a train between B and C, now without a visual I know this is hard, let's say our siding's between A and B. Look at our little guy there going with his little cars. Now, if a train's going from A to B and it hits the siding, because there's a train also still between the siding and B, that makes sense. But I figured, hey, if the train leaves City B and heads off towards C, the train in the siding is where I'm trying to go with that. Yes, the train in that siding is going to be, like, free to go. And in Transport Fever, not so. He's actually looking down the line to make sure, hey, if I continue to go, will I get stuck with another train? And if so, he's going to hold position. So you can really use that to your advantage now. I will put it to a real visual at some point. All I've got to just say is it's smarter, it's stronger, it's better, and we're going to put it to the test. We have been. You guys are going, oh, Monty, you made upgrades, you made changes. See, we've got our plane heading off to Vegas. That's right, the Gambler goes to Vegas. And then we've got, look at this guy, he's looking so old. This is the Ontario to the HQ. You know the HQ. The big old farm. So he's not really picking up anyone now, but check this out. These lines are, yep, all in the red. They're all pretty fresh and new, plus I'm going with the bigger planes. So again, this is also a brand new airport. So they were in the green. Which brings me to other questionings of my lines. I got a comment about how the food line here is not going to make any money. And by the food line, I mean, let's go visible only. Let's just check out the food line out here. The Lafayette spelled wrong food line, it's actually probably, it's my most profitable truck line. So this is the ineffective truck line that won't deliver food. But it's making 1.46 million. So it does seem to be working, but I do appreciate the look-sees and stuff. My thinking is, yes, if this was train fever, the distance is too far. But this is transport fever, you guys. You can transport goods really far. Don't get stuck in those train fever mindsets. Now, not much else changed. I did an addition to the passenger line, and then we have plenty of building to still do this episode. And yes, we've made 10 million right there. The other thing that I have built out, let's start at the headquarters, because you guys know this. You guys know this. Let's even, when only one person waiting, let's cause some drama here. Let's go ahead and upgrade, add a second terminal. I want to do that this episode, because now I've got 2 lines heading into the HQ. One from Ontario, one from Austin. No Vegas trip yet here. Only 2 lines coming here. Now, what I did was, if you take a look at the lines, I removed the normal train. I think it was the Atlantic. I can't remember. We had 2 trains running the Eugene to Phoenix to transfer line. What I did was I extended that passenger line to head out all the way to Miami, and in the other direction past Phoenix all the way out to South Bend. Now we'll take a look at this, because you can also see the fuel line has been extended out to South Bend as well, because it makes, like, you know what I like to call it, stupid money. Now, what I did, though, was the transfer. I still love the transfer. I still wanted the transfer. I still like to see it work. So let's jump in. I'm taking a big advantage of the M300s. Come here. Another thing I did was I removed all the electrical lines from anywhere I don't need it, just because I didn't like the look of it. Oh, except right here. Oh, there's some. What is this madness right here? See, I gotta clean some of this up. So that's what I was working on, getting rid of all the electrical where I don't need it. And what's nice here is you got a semi-express. It stops at all the cities, but it doesn't stop the transfer. But that doesn't stop this transfer from just trucking right along. We've got to actually call it that. Line 1. This is our airport transfer. Our, the Monte... see, I'm missing all kinds of letters. Monte HQ. This is why I rename things in between episodes. This is going to be the Monte HQ transfer line. Transfer. Now, I could write Phoenix to Eugene and all that, but we know. So who knows? Maybe people are getting off in South Bend, getting off in Phoenix to get on the transfer, to go to the airport, to get on, to go to Austin. We don't know these things. We just know that it's getting exciting. I'm really, like, every episode, I'm like, I got more exciting things to talk about than ever before. I've got some missing signals. What I originally started with was just 2 of these. I do believe I have like 4 or 5 of them on this line now. Or yeah, there's another one right there. So I'm still working on proper signaling to keep these guys running without too many stops and headaches. So I've been adding more signals as I go, because like I said, currently this is running freight. This section right here is going to have to get built out. It's got freight. It's got our express. I need to repeat that on this line. Oh, that was really laggy. Okay. In case you missed it, what's happening here is freight, passenger express line, and our transfer line on 2 little tracks. So I put a bunch of signals, as you can see, which helps maintain movement on the line. But I think I'm going to break the freight off to have his own line. I'm going to break the express line to have its own line. So it's just hitting up the cities direct. And the reason being also is right now these trains are a little slow. I haven't done any decorating. I feel terrible. Train number 4, the now South Bend to Miami skip transfer line. I still got these old trains and they're doing good, 60 out of 64, but they're slow. And what I'd like to do is add 2 more cities. So we would get 3 cities on each side of the transfer and upgrade to maybe that Flying Scotsman. I want to put the track to the test. This low-speed track, I think I was asking questions like I don't know last time. That 120, that's the speed, right? So that's where it says it. But I still would like the speed limits up above it. Like, what are the maximums, minimums? The high speed, it's going to be 300 possible. So the Flying Dutchman, how cool he is the max speed on right what we want. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? You can't hide from me. Flying Dutchman. There you are. The Class A3 Flying Scotsman. What was I? Oh my goodness, I was calling him the Flying Dutchman. I'm so funny. The Flying Scotsman. 4.16 million, but look at that. Top speed, 120 kilometers per hour. That's going to be awesome. That's going to be awesome. So we have that going on the on. Concord's hooked up. Fargo's hooked up. Phoenix. We've got no passengers going from Ontario to Lafayette. We could work on that. And like I said, let's do some building together. Let's find out where we would like to extend out our Miami line. Now, it's kind of hooked up out in the middle of nowhere, so it's really supporting everything here. So let's try to really condense this somewhere, maybe to the workers of Miami. They need a line too. Maybe everyone will like take the headquarter line to come all the way up. You know what? This is kind of into the line, is it not? Let's do a... No, because I don't play that way. I like my loops on this one. Let's play with not completing our thoughts out loud and making it very complicated for anyone to know what I'm talking about. You guys know I could do the terminal station, but I don't like that fake, the fake stop. I like to see the trains actually do a loop, especially at the end of the track, which is things we're going to be working on this episode. Ooh, I like that. Kind of kills a lot of the downtown, but I really wanted to start doing some of these connect the rail right up with the roads here. Looks kind of nice. Plus, when I beautify the line, I don't know. I like having the, well, I guess I know. I like having the cars driving along with the trains and looking all fancy and pretty and all that good stuff. Let's get to the top of this hill. Nope, 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 nope. Don't you play with me. And we're going to have him flip right there. See, that was easy enough, adding a line. That's why I do some of that off camera. But we're done. We're good. Remember, man, train fever, we would have been deleting roads and not having all kinds of struggles with these tracks. But not anymore. We're just driving right on out. I still would like some smoothing on this track. It's a little... I get it. For the tracks, for sure, at least. The track is trying to go with the most effective flat route. But when I build roads like this, I would like it not to try to do so much with the terrain. I would like roads to just fit the ground. Just go even, Steven, with the ground. I think that would just be nice, and it would remove a lot of these weird little bumps. However, there was a new update where they said we could do a little bit more with the terraforming and get in here a little bit more. I'm not seeing yet. Terrain alignment collision. See, if you're gonna have that, I want to at least be able to get in here and clean it up. But I get it. It's a road. I can't remove it. Just like I can't terraform the building right there. Yet you can accidentally terraform a farm. No big deals. Anyway. Mumble. What I'm happy about is we're gonna finally see our ships again. That's right. We are heading all the way down to South Bend, which is being provided with, you guys remember, food from the water. And here is our additional line, which is our fuel line, which I wanted to wait and bring you guys back and have a cool little quick see of what I've been doing here. I need to build the loop, but what I'm wondering is this fuel going to go anywhere else? This is fuel that's coming all the way from up in the mountain. What I'm thinking is if it comes down to Ontario, Phoenix, over to South Bend, what if we jump back to Huntington Beach? Maybe even Wichita Falls, and then back up to the fuel station. I'm wondering if our tanker can hold that much. We would maybe need to put a second line, but then if I'm going to put a second line, I don't want that. I want it to go down here and back. So let's see, out of our big cities right now, they updated the UI. Again, look at this. Now it's color-coded on the map here. I'm liking this. Population, shopping facilities, and jobs. So look, maximum 52 fuel. Is getting 0. Let's check out Phoenix now. And I got to show you my new... Look at that. 75 out of 154. 75 alone. I bet Ontario's huge numbers as well. 40 out of 99. Okay, you're not so impressive, but you're still pretty big numbers. And then I got to show you what I did for upgrades on the train, because you guys are going to love it. It is a monster here. You guys don't know We are going to watch it from right here, from in the woods. We're going to watch it creep over these little lumpies here. We've got the tracks coming down. You don't know. We got the Milwaukee. This guy's fast and full of fuel. And it just keeps going. And going. And going. And going. That's right. This is Megaline. I made sure to fit him in just right on the stations. So he can just make it. Cuts through here. And I didn't show you this transfer right here. Remember I built this track out straight through? This is where I put a little cutoff. And I'm going for little tiny baby stations. Talk about the opposite. Little baby 90 millimeter stations. Now that are some baby stations. 90-meter stations. And I know my meters and stuff enough to know that millimeters is, yeah, babyish. Now, this guy right here, I mean, it's not cutting it anymore. 96. I would like him to go to the depot. Go to depot. And we're going to keep an eye on him. We're going to extend him out. I want to do a different style. I want to get rid of the black tankers and just add all the smaller white ones that will take up the entire path as well. So the crude oil will transport in a different tank car than our massive oil line, which, look how fast he is. He's so fast that on regular speed, already going by the airport, he's actually just slowing down now to come into the station. And look at that. It wasn't a big curve or anything. He just knew, I got to slow down. I'm coming on in. Actually, I think he had stopped here for some reason because he was speeding up to go into the station here. But this guy's looking just mega awesome. Had to show you the new Milwaukee. Got the other one kicked out. And this guy takes up a station. And he's still got room. So, he's got good speed. I'm saying I could add... Ooh, not much. Maybe 2 more wagons. Maybe 3. But $1.91 million from that stop. So my thing is it can hold 240. I know that's enough for Ontario, Phoenix, and South Bend. But if we flip back around to Huntington Beach, Wichita Falls, and then back up, I don't know if a single train can pull that off. That's asking a lot. That's really asking a lot. But having 2 lines and still having it semi kind of a loop would be okay. I'm down with that. But other than that, let's go fly, fly, fly away. No. Kind of where we started here. No. I know we want to fly. I know we want to be in the planes, but I want to get this finished. We were not finished here. I did not complete this thought over here, which is I need to loop this around. I got to make this realistic. I don't like the weird, especially with this big oil train. He can't just magically turn around. Now, if I did some switches to where, like, the locomotive would disconnect maybe a little bit and, you know, things like that, it'd be a little bit more realistic and hops to the other side. But we don't have none of that. None of that's happening. Not today, my friends. Now, I do have the electrical hooked up here. That's all good. I got to get rid of that. You were in my way, my friend. And that's no good. No good for you. 70. Let's maintain our 70 and cut back. Cut back here. And connect in that madness in the mountain. That's what we're calling this, right? No. Yeah, we're going to connect pretty much right up on it because I want to maintain this speed because this guy's closer than the others as far as maintaining that high speed. Oh, that's good. 111K. So now that this is good, you guys are going to see, and I can show that signal trick that you guys were teaching me. You can now see that this oil line, which I'm going to make just straight up black, I think it'll be easier to see than like that light purple. You can't see now because I took it away. Here we go. I'm going to add a signal here because you see it's coming in. Then he's like, hey, yeah, I can just flip around and come back. So I'm going to put a signal here that says no. This is still just a signal, and it's going like, hey, I can still go both ways. Let me keep this up, Monte. And then we hit yes, one way. And then boom, he can only go one way. Makes sense, right? Pretty straightforward. And then because of that, he's got to flip around, go through the city, and flip on back. Now, we're going to do the opposite. Huntington Beach, there is no discussion to be happening. We are at 20 million. Oh, no. No discussion, no discussion. We are building this line out. And we are building it out without electrical lines. Remember that. This is going to be for the Flying Dutchman. I don't know if we're going to get it in this episode. We're going to try. Now, where I'm still torn is when I upgrade to the Flying Dutchman, I only have the 160 meter paths, I believe. Oh, we want to get... We got to build a bridge here, because we are going to expand... Look at my trucks all slowing everyone down. We are going to expand this line here. Ooh, look at that. I like it. Little green there, little green there. That is just enough to make it look real pretty. We're going to build that right there. So now we got our first train line here. We do have to rebuild the bridges, the road bridges as well. But that was, remember, for expansion. For expansion, that's when that was going to happen. But we're almost there. So I don't know. What do you guys want to work on a bunch next episode? More ships? Or more planes? Planes I'm going to just always update like every episode. But I want to spend a little bit more time in that Douglas, D.C. And, oh, I see Vegas in the background. Maybe if I could get down far enough, we'd actually be able to see this thing. But here's what I'm going to want to flip around. This is how the Dutchman. I'm calling it the Dutchman now. I know it's the Scotsman. I know there's some Scots out there going like, if he calls it the Dutchman one more time. But I got too many Dutch friends watching, so you know, it's just happening. I keep calling it that, but it is the Flying Scotsman. Oh my goodness. You know me and trivia. Like I said, I'm terrible. It's 1941. I might as well say yes. This is right around the time the American Civil War was going on. Which it most definitely was not. I know that. Concord, Fargo. I'm clicking and dragging everywhere. We've got, I'm on the track here. We got to get this done. We got to get the loop here. And then that is our fuel line. Oh, the fuel line's been haunting us for, I guess, good measure for the last few episodes. It's making us all this money. But I can't get away from it. I am not going to go through and get rid of all the electrical on camera. That would be too much. Too much. That's why if I was live streaming, I'd have to. I'd have no choice. However, you can just click on this little wrench here, just like where you would add it, like here to make it green. Just click on where it's green, click on it, left click like normal, and it goes red. So red. So you add and delete the same way. So does that make sense? Like I'm left clicking to delete it, and left click to delete it. But I could left click right here and just add it right back. So we're not going to. I like it. Green means on, red means off. I like that style. It might be a little confusing to people at first, but it should be pretty good in the long run. So I just said I'm not going to do this, and I'm doing it. But what I mean is there's a lot more I got to clean up with that. And it's not going to get done until later. So the big question now is, do we upgrade to the Scotsman? The Scotsman. Do we do that now? And would one Scotsman handle it? I don't think so. So what I think I need to do is upgrade some of these tracks. I'll do that off camera next time. Because we are going to be having the Scotsman run. Look at this. See, this is my problem with the freight line. This freight line, which I think I'm going to have him... Here's what I'm going to have him do. Yeah, I'm going to have him cut all the way across. Like, instead of doing this... We're going to pause. Let's do this. Let's do it. Let's fix this. We're going to go to our rail. This is how I play. I just randomly do stuff here. It's not planned. All right, so the freight's going to go all the way across. Because you got to remember, up here anyway, the freight line, I'm actually going to keep him off track. I think that'll look kind of neat. He'll stay off of the passenger lines here. Just a single freight line out here. Like the old track. We'll have him connect further up here. But this way, it's only him. You know, he doesn't need double tracks. Double tracks was nice when he's sharing the line. But totally not needed. What's happening here? What is happening here, my friend? Something is not right, and I do not like it. So we're going to fix it. I'm going to go like that. Haha, start from the other direction. Can't ruin it for me. I will find a way. Oh, nope. I might find a crazy way, but I will find a way. All right, so that is good. We're gonna blow some stuff up for look's sake. And you notice, like, if I blow this up, Train Fever, it would leave that nub. Watch me blow that up. Boom, it just cleans it right up. Same thing here. Boom, cleans that line right up. Fancy, and nice, and cool, and there we go. We're gonna get rid of all this now. None of this goes. None of that goes. This guy right in the middle. Oh, right there. Boom, gone. So the freight guy is now... Oh, hold on. The freight guy's lost because he's right there. For once, and only once, I'm going to add this connection. Oh. Oh, right. Right. Oh, come on. Come on. Don't mess with me. We're going to go right there. This is for transferring over purposes. And you know what? I'm going to leave it for purposes of connecting the depot. Just in case we need an additional change out later. Wow, that was interesting. But I got it to work. Let's look at how those lines look. Yes, green. Green! The green monster is on his own line, just leaving us alone. He's got a crossover here. So we do need 2 signals. And one's going to go here. One's going to go here. It's already there. Nice. Let's upgrade this. Delete, delete, delete. Can we just straight up upgrade? No, we can't. We got to delete. And then we got to upgrade. And eventually, like I said, if you guys like, I know some people are recording the game and stuff and have the game music on in the background. If you guys want some music, feel free. I leave the music out so you guys can add the music if you guys would like to at a later time. Now that all that got fixed up, I have got to clean up all these weird lines in here. Like that guy's got to go. This one can go. And so eventually, like I said, I want to get the yellow line removed as well. Because I want this red line to be just straight up, not having to slow down, especially when we get the Dutchman in here. So this is all going to get reworked. What I want to see now is, yes, this is going to be good. The yellow line, which still is going to have to be a double line because I have so many of the little guys running on it. Maybe the express line can be a single line right down the middle, like you're seeing here with this red line. I'm still thinking, though, so I'm going to play around with that, see how that goes. Let's hit tab. Let's get running. But at least we got the freight removed. So once this guy gets off the line, that's an addition. That'll help. And let me show you the things that we haven't looked at. I still have things I got to show you. I can't believe it. Let's go down to Miami. Miami, the new... Ooh, wow, we are not in Miami. Never mind. Let's see if we got a plane. Nope. Nope. Come on. Something going into Vegas. Where are you, planes? You going into Vegas? Where are you going? Where are you going, little plane? Austin to Monte headquarters, the original. So we're just going to zoom in. We're just going to check Vegas out straight up. And, yeah, we'll check out what we're doing. Let's zoom on into the fountain of the brand new tram station. That's right. As the years go by, you're going to be unlocking brand new things like these awesome, epic new train stations, tram stations. The boat ports, I haven't seen anything new yet, but also we will be getting a newer, more modern style airport eventually as well. But this is it. This is Vegas, baby. Things are going well. We've got our Douglas DC. He's going to take off. He's full. So the list is growing of the names of everything, but this one right here is going to be named on camera. Most of them will be named off camera, just because of the typing and the time and all that. But this was a special request. We are going to name this one the Alexander K. And Alexander, now this is our buddy who's cruising us down. We're going to say this is his own airline. All right, you know, this has been my transport empire, but hey, Alexander K out there, this is his plane. He's doing the Vegas route, and it's going to be fun. Good times. So thanks for the posts. You know, if you want to name your pets or kids or friends or yourselves or whatever you want, hit me up, let me know, and you might get your name in the game. Maybe you could be the famous downtown tram stop, because I can name the tram stops. I mean, I got things to name. But look at the beautiful, shiny, brand new Douglas DC. This guy's not going to look so good in a few years. I mean, I don't even want to know. Air Force One, oh, that was the sad thing. I retired Air Force One. Oh, he got upgraded. But he looked so bad. Just the junker was hurting. But I wanted to do a flight here so you can see. This is heading up. There's Vegas. We got a nice little turnaround there. A little circle around. That was a circle around. That was that tram stop we were talking about. No goods whatsoever getting hit up in Vegas, so we got to work on that. Probably got the nice river downtown. This is where I want to do some expansion. We have no ships or anything running on this side of town. I'm still thinking about bringing a ship down here. Our first expansion is going to be, what is this, Wichita Falls? What is this? Wichita Falls for the win! Yes. So, yeah. So right off to our left, we're going to get a boating to bring some food down here as well, I'm hoping. And, whoopsie daisy, first person mode as we fly into Ontario South. I think this is going to be an awesome view. And, you can see the other plane coming right now. I was like, is that a speck on my monitor? I got to clean that. But nope, that's a plane right in front of us. You can see him banking in. And again, it looks like we might get pushed out and have to do a loop around the airport because of our headquarter plane coming in right in front of us. It's a little tiny. Can't give you my cursor. You might be able to see his shadow about to go over that industrial area. He's flying right over the buildings. Oh, he's almost past the buildings. You're going to see him cut out to the left, and we're going to be trying to land right behind him, but I have a feeling we're going to have to get pushed out for a loop. So that's why I'm just... Oh, man, we can add terminals, but I'd love to add some additional runways at some point. Are we going to bank left? Are we going to even try it? Getting the call from the radio tower. The control tower saying, oh, watch out for... I'm terrible and can't remember the name of the plane in front of us, but he is landing right at the moment. Please slow up and see if you can land. That's not what they would say at all. But Alexander K has got this. He's got the master plan. Oh, no! No! He's getting off the runway. We could have pulled it off, guys. Don't you be... Oh, we're spinning around for a roundabout. That's too funny. So we missed it. He's got to go around. He's got to circle around. I like it, but that's my only weird thing. I like how they do circle arounds, but I think they're a little too picky. I think he could have landed that. We'll see. We'll see, but that is it. I mean, we got 4 airports. Monte Acres, I haven't even been able to show you guys. Is there a plane? I'd love a plane flyover. Nope, we're just going to look at it. I've done more. I can't help it. I just keep going design happy. I added a bunch of little roads that go nowhere with some nice loops. I added some farms and wildlife and planted some happy trees and happy bushes and little secret rocks and we had a good time. We had a good time in our Monte Acres painting farm here, and the palette is open to do whatever we would like. And what I'm happy to see is that there's just no trains or anything anywhere, just lost and going, I don't know where to go. What do I do? Hoo-yah. Last episode was a sneezing fit. This one was just a coughing fit. Out of nowhere, it just snuck up on me. But we're doing good. I cannot believe it. Oh, I was like, I need to quit right now. I was at 20.9 million. And I was like, hey, maybe by the end of the episode, we'll be at about 20 million mark. I haven't been doing the upgrades. Oh, man, excuse me again. I haven't been doing upgrades like I thought I would. And the big one is going to be, how old is train number 4? You are 20 years old, so we're going to go to the line here, just straight up on the line. We have to add some stuff here. We gotta add some stuff. So at South Bend, you are going to add a station. You're going to go all the way up to Huntington Beach. Then you're going to come back to South Bend, which means you hit off, you go, what, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That is a loop. There and back again. That's what this one should be called. There and back again, because it's going to be the Flying Scotsman going crazy on this one. The Scotsman. So I'm making up for all the miss-sayings earlier in the episode. But let's figure out what we want to do here. The whole real reason I brought this up was not just to add the lines, but we got to go to replacements. We're going to go 25% to really get this going. But like I said, I want the Class A3 Flying Scotsman at that 120 km. That's big money. And I want to check our cars out, our little wagons here. We have, I could just select just wagons. That's helpful. Streamlined Coach New Mexico. It goes a little bit too fast. Ooh, the BC3 goes about perfect, 120. 100, too slow. I don't want you slowing me down. 180, too fast. 100 for the 3-axle car. The 6-axle passenger car at 110 is close. And the compartment car, no thank you. Not at all. BC4, you are the winner. We're going to go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many do you hold now? How many do you hold each? Oh, wow. You hold 20 each? Ay, ay, ay. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should we do that? 8.99, 25%? Yes, I think so. Let's try to find our 2 trains on this line. Railroad. And this guy. Oh, and this guy already upgraded. Oh, wow. Wow. That was fast. In Miami. For our first trip up to Irvine. Like probably Irvine, California would be my guess. Southern California there. I know some things that are in Southern California, at least. I couldn't remember. I believe it's Huntington Beach. It sounded very California, but I'm like, you know what? If I say it, it's going to end up being Florida. Look at all that steam. I know what you guys mean. It's covering up the wagons there, but it's looking good because we're trying to get up to full speed. It is December 1941. We've made it 2 years. We got the Flying Scotsman built up. This is going to be an awesome loop around. We're going to see how he does as far as getting stuck. Because we added all that extra line. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Because if we look at our lines here, all right, the red line, he's going to be getting stuck here, which is really going to be holding everything up, which I don't like. So I'm going to do something a little funny here. No? No? I'm still trying to think of how I want to do this. And I do think I'm going to do it on camera, because I think I want to add an additional line here that's for this little transit. The transit line. The transit transfer. And it goes all the way up to this yellow track. If I can get it up to here, and I can delete that signal now. Oh, yep. And I'm gonna let it run. If something gets stuck, it gets stuck. It is what it is. And we'll get it fixed and turned around. But we're gonna go like that. I'm going to then add that line. Oh, look at that plane coming in right there. That's nice. I think I need to connect it back here. Yes, I do. Too much curvature. No, no, no. Come on, just give me one little spot. There it is. That'll work. Ah, yes. Yellow line's independent on his own line now. The red line, I'm trying to figure out where he's going to be hitting each other. See, he's cleaned up all the way back. But on the way here, he's doubled up with the transfer. I don't like that. I think I want to force the transfer to go. I think I want to force it to go the other way here. So I'm going to blow this up. This is going to get crazy. This is getting crazy. There we go. Transfer goes back and forth on his own line on this side for now. The problem is he's working all of these little tiny transfer cars. So that's not going to work either. Because they will, guaranteed, get stuck. So we're just really going to build this out. We are really just building it out. Oh, that's obviously too much curvature. That's terrible. Look at that. It gave me like 3 options of deletions there. That was nice. We're going to have this cross up like this. Like a so. We're going to put a signal while I'm here. Right there. No, I don't like that. I don't like what it's doing, but it'll fix itself. Back to the rail. Up and over. All the way. Come on, up here. All the way up here. Now, I'm going to have him cut in here. Oh, yeah, just like that. Come on now. Yeah. Now you're showing double. Showing double on this line. Now we're going to change that by putting a signal up here. And even though I didn't force it one way, that's the other thing I could do. It automatically figured itself out. I'm going to make that guy say it's one way. So that's doing okay. Our freight line is happy. He's doing his own thing, going his own way. Our red line is now completely split off of the yellow, which is great. Great, great, great. Great, 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 great. Excuse me. And just 2 more signals up here. I need a signal. I need a signal here. And I need a signal there. I don't want a signal. Yeah. I want a signal there and there. Okay. Great. Great. Now, the whole point of this is I'll get rid of a bunch of those signals because that is way too many signals. This is where I'm going to show you that what I was trying to explain earlier. If I put a signal here, if one of these Flying Scotsmen comes up here, I want him to stop here. Even if this other train's like way down, way up here, like way down here, down like towards Irvine. If this train comes up here, I don't want him to go, hey, I'm clear from here to this station. Because as soon as he makes that step forward, these trains get blocked. So I'm hoping the train is smart enough to know when it gets to this signal here, to go, hey, no one downstream, I'm good to go. Or, hey, there's someone down there, I'm not good to go. That would be way different than train fever. I really do believe that's how it's going to work out. Now, can I force it to happen is the question. Did this guy upgrade? Yes. Yes. We're on our way back up. I can now click on this button here, go to replacement and turn that off, or that's going to be replacing on 25%. That's going to be big. So I'm thinking I'm doing a little bit of an overkill on this line, but I'm happy with that. And by overkill, I mean we've just got a lot. That's a lot of capacity. And I'm putting some signals here, so these guys don't get screwed up over here. And yeah, I'm hoping this is going to work out. So I'm going to play with it for a while, see how it works, and I will catch you guys coming on back next time. We had 20 million. Where's my oil? Where's my oil? If I let that oil tanker do like one big stop, I'd be in huge money. Now, and before I go, oh, there's so much going on. Where is it? Oh, wow, look at him. Watch him do the spin around in South Bend. This is like some nice... Here, we'll take over this guy. Wandering around. Let's get a little drunk. Watching the Milwaukee go by. That's right, watching imaginary cars appear in front of him. Doesn't faze him. He's just mesmerized by the never-ending fuel truck. That's right, this train is a truck. Oh, there it goes. Well, and we're clear to go on this weird first-person mode. I bid you guys adieu. Again, another fun episode. I hope. I had fun. I think we got a lot done. I feel like it's hard to cover both, like, covering stuff that gets done and still have some fun jumping in and seeing things. But we got to see the new plane. We got to see some new train lines. This guy's just stopped here for almost no reason because we have a cut across here. See, little things like this I have to find. Signal, 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 signal. Boom. Those 4 signals are going to get this guy on fire because he was just stopped. Just stopped. Didn't know what to do. Waiting on the fuel line. So this is going to be a pretty tight pass here. Will the Dutchman... I think the Dutchman's got it. Because he's not the Dutchman. He's the Scotsman. Ah ha. Ha ha ha. Anyway.
America.
He didn't make it. He got stopped. What I was thinking is if I don't put signals here, that this guy would maybe stop. And oh no. Hello, my friend. And you are here for why? Oh no. It happened. It happened. Why are you over here? What are you doing? Your job... Turn around. You're never supposed to leave Phoenix. This is Phoenix, right? You are confusing me, my friend. Yeah, really, like, what was that guy doing down here? Back. Do your job, man. The HQ transfer. You were like going to South Bend all on your own for no good reason. You don't do that. I better not see that happen again. Get up there. Go. Now you got all this guy confused, because now this Flying Dutchman's got another Flying Dutchman. Scotsman. Ah! Flying Scotsman. Yes. Are you going to wait, my friend? You better wait at that light, that signal. No, he's waiting for the oil. I know I'm all over the place, but there's so much craziness going on. Nope. The fuel is gone. The fuel is gone. The Scotsman is off on his way. I'm happy I found a way to break it. But this is test number 1. He stopped. That's good. On his way. Yes. It was some adventures. So again, that's what I like playing about it on camera too. Is we find what's broken, we fix it. It's all fixable. It's all workable. These towns are really growing. We'll do a quick check on the towns. I know it's stretching out, but man, this is a day before Transport Fever comes out. I got to show you a lot. Maybe next time, next episode, I'll probably start maybe 1945, maybe 1950. We'll see how it goes. But our population of Eugene has done what we were hoping for. Eugene is now the city of cities. It is number 1. The big bad boy. Let's get a nice little load and unload here. And then I really am going to say goodbye. Until next time. Hopefully, next time I get a video out, like if I don't get another video done today, you guys would be playing with it yourselves. And I don't know, I'll probably never see you all again. But please stop by, have fun. We'll have fun. I've really been enjoying all the comments and everything. You guys are all way too kind. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? The little tiny M300. How rude. Again, things I need to work on. So I got the other side all fixed up on the other side of the transfer, but I've got to do some work on the Phoenix side of things. Oh man, so many things to do. Like here, I'm going to break out freight. I'm going to split the passengers and keep it going. Keep it going fast and fresh. So we should be good. Oh, nope, just stuff needs to be replaced. No big deal. So I'm going to get to it. I'm going to be replacing stuff. You guys have some fun with Transport Fever tomorrow when you guys get your hands on it. And if you couldn't pick it up yet, I will be doing a giveaway at some point but unfortunately not before the game launch. Because I got lucky with this press copy and the beta testing, so I got the copy of the game. So because of that, Urban Games, these guys are awesome. They've been making some really fun games. So the copy that, with the discount for having Train Fever and stuff, I'm buying a copy. And we'll be figuring out a giveaway. So stay tuned. If you don't have the money to pick up the game, we'll be finding some ways. And you guys know I'm always on the lookout for cool giveaways and stuff, so I will be letting you guys know who to subscribe to, who to find, and where to find your copy of the game. If you haven't pre-ordered it already, because today's your last day for the pre-order, I do believe the Train Fever discount for, reverse that. The Transport Fever for having Train Fever discount only goes until like mid-December, so that's not a forever thing, so get it while it's hot. Get it while you can. But until next time, thanks again for gaming. Transport Fever gaming. And I'll see you in the free play next time. Peace out.